Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hypo and welcome to ESO Guides. Today we're going to be looking at enchanting stations. Now, I covered blacksmithing and clothing, woodworking all in one because they're all very similar. Now these get a little bit complicated and I'll be doing the alchemy as well on a separate video. Now, extraction. You can actually extract your finished glyphs. Now these are glyphs that have been assembled. I picked up these three and I built this one. But you can pull them apart and you can do that by simply double clicking and then extract down in the bottom here. It will then pull apart this glyph into its constituent parts, which are potency, essence and aspect. And these are the runes and, you know, rune phrase down here. The reason I'm doing this separate is because it kind of, I want to say, is a bit different, but the same kind of mechanic is there. You build them up separately, whereas this would be like, you know, your first one would be how many runes you have, sorry, how many ingots you use, iron ingots, and how many, you know, how it looks, and then finishes up with your trait if you put one in. But don't, you know, that isn't how it works in here. Sort of a thing where you just kind of build it up. Right, first things first, the potency rune is used. So we're going to use a Jode. I think that's how it's pronounced. A Kuroko and then we're going to put in a Jujeta. Yeah, or a Tar. Ooh. We'll put in a Jujeta. Right. Now you may be thinking, oh, there you go. 50 poison resistance. Well, I don't really want a 50 poison resistance. 25 poison resistance. So one of these is a resistance thing. Ah, there you go. This first one's the resistance thing. Well, I don't really want... Can I use that? No, I can't use that. Well, I'm going to have to use a resistance thing. So that's it. Because I made one of these before, it'll even show you what you previously made with these things. Now, the first one is potency. Tells you what the glyph actually does, whether it deals damage, reduces, etc., etc. So, you know, this one reduces, so it's a resistance thing. Essence runes, which is this weird triangular shaped thing. I don't know what that is, quite what shape that is. This will tell you what kind of damage it does. Fire, frost, in this case poison. Then you move on to tar, which how much damage it does. Now base is just low. I think we had a fine here. There you go. A fine increases it from 25 to 50. Nice and simple, and so there's not really a lot you can, you know, say about that, but that's how it works. Your type of, you know, what it does, what it is, and your numbers. And once you have it, press R. And I've created Trifling Glyph of Poison Resist. Now, I don't really want that, so I'm just going to rip it apart again. And I got my Kyoko back. The other two were, I believe, destroyed, probably. Yeah, the other two were, you know, destroyed. So there's no point in building it up and then just destroying it, building up, destroying it, building up, destroying it, because you're not going to increase your enchanting endlessly because you're going to lose items. So that's enchanting. Hopefully that answers your questions, and I shall catch you next time.